Okay, hello, year 9. Here's Dr. Tolchinova, and I would like to help you with your homework. So, on geometry, you have to find the angles that are marked with a letter, and they say in LM and PQ are straight lines. So what we know about angles at a straight line, that they add up to 180 degrees, and we have to create equations. Okay, so for the first case, what we have is we'll write that all angles add up to 190 degrees. So we write x plus 49 degrees plus x plus 37 degrees, they add up to 180 degrees. You simply stating the known fact that angles at a straight line add up to 180. Now you start solving it. Let's add all like terms. We have 2x here plus 49 plus 37. 49 is almost 50. If we add it to 37, we are getting 87. We added a bit too much, so we need to subtract 1, so we have 86, right? 86 degrees equals 180 degrees. So I'll be writing now on a piece of paper, and because I don't have the space, so and then we'll be solving 2x plus 86 degrees equals 180 degrees, right? Let's solve it. How? Well, we can take 86 to the other side, and it will change its sign to negative, or alternatively we can say that let's take away 86 from each side. That will leave us here with just 2x. Okay, 180 minus 86. Take away 80 first, we'll be left with 100, and 100 minus 6 will be 94. Okay, 94 degrees on this side, 2x on the left side. So what we have now to do is to divide by 2. If we divide in by 2, we get 94 divided by 2. Okay, what is 94 divided by 2? 90 divided by 2 is 45, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we altogether we have 47 degrees. Okay, so we have found angle x is 47 degrees. 47 degrees. Okay, you have to double check your solution, and you need to add up all angles together and see whether you are getting 180 degrees. Right, now let's do the second question. Okay, here what we know about line LM is a straight line, so angles y and 26 add up to 180 degrees. You have to write this statement: y plus 26 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, if so, then y will be equal 180 minus 26 degrees, which is, let's see, 180 minus 30 is 150 plus 4, 154. 154 degrees. That's our answer. Alright, let's do question C. Question C here, what we see, LM is straight line. This angle is right angle, right angle, which means it is 90 degrees. So only 90 degrees left for angles 38, 30 and Z. Okay, so therefore I will write here. Okay, question C is 38 plus 30 plus Z is equal to 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Alright, 38 plus 30 is 68 degrees plus Z equals 90 degrees. I would like to say that perhaps would be even better to write all angles together with 90 degrees and to equal that to 180 degrees, because what is the reason here, you have to write, will be actually that reason will be angles at a straight line add up to 180 degrees, and 180 minus 90 will be 90. So I think it still would be better to list all angles here on the diagram okay, and plus 90 degrees, and equalize it to 180, is state clearly the reason angles at a straight line add up to 180, and then to come to this equation, okay? So therefore from here that will be 90 minus 68 degrees, so that will be 90 minus 60 is 30, and 30 minus 8 is 22 degrees, okay? 22 degrees. Alright, and now let's solve question D. Okay, question D here. Angles at a straight line and LM a straight line add up to 180. So we'll have to write it down. 55 degrees plus P plus Q plus 45 degrees plus, 45 degrees is equal to 180. Okay, so from here we'll know that P plus Q plus 55 plus 45 will be 100. Okay, 100 equals 180. So P plus Q will have to be equal to 80 degrees. 180 minus 100 should be 80 degrees. That's not enough to solve the equation, but maybe there is something on the diagram that we missed and we can use it. Okay, there is a sign here on the diagram that we still didn't use, and in mathematics we never ever would get a question. Maybe we can get a question where there is information that is not necessary for your solution, but very frequently you have to see whether you used everything what you could. And here is this sign that means that these two angles Q and 45 is actually together 90 degrees angle, right angle, okay? So therefore we have another condition to write. Q plus 45 degrees is 90 degrees. Okay, therefore Q will have to be 90 minus 45, which is 45 degrees. All right, so since Q is 45 degrees, we can go back to our last equation. P plus Q equals 80 degrees, and let's replace Q with 45 degrees. Alright, so and that is equal to 80 degrees. Alright, so then what P is going to be? Let's take away 45 from each side. Okay, so we'll have P only on this side, and 80 minus 45 will be 35 degrees. Alright, so now we have P is 35 degrees and Q is 45 degrees, and if you add them together you should see that we are getting 180 degrees. And please make this check. Okay, let's do question 2 as well. Question 2 situations, they all if you see them, look, this here we have 3 angles at a point. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 angles at a point. Here we have even more angles at a point, right? But no matter how many angles we have, all angles at a point add up to 360, because that is exactly full turn, right? So all angles at a point add up to 360. So this fact we are going to use for all questions here, okay? So what we have, all right, we have angles 100 for question A. We have 128 plus A plus 86, okay, equals 360 degrees now. And if you solve this equation, we'll find A. 128 plus 86. So if I add 80 to 128, I'm getting 208 plus 6 will be 204. 204 plus A equals 360. I hope it's correct. And so A will be then 360 minus 204. So A will have to be equal to 300 minus 200 is 100, and 60 minus 4 is 56. So that's my answer. Okay, please check whether I hope I'm correct. Question B. Now question B. Right, for question B, we have 4 angles add up to 100 to 360. Okay, is there anything that we could use here? I can't see how we can find really on my photocopying. Actually, if I'm correct, then M and 132. Okay, by the way, if you see, actually LM is a straight line, yeah, yes, but this line is actually not straight line, so we can't say that that's what I first wanted to say to you guys. I wanted to say to you that Z is equal to 49 degrees, and because they're vertically opposite, and M is equal to 132 because they're vertically opposite, but in fact you see only LM is a straight line, but this one is clearly not straight line, so they are not forming really vertically opposite angles. So there is no situation like, say for example like this, when these two are straight lines, and I would say alright, then M would be exactly 132 degrees. That is different situation. These two lines is slightly bent. Okay, therefore what we can use actually is, that's not a problem, alright, we still can find M, because LM is a straight line, so M and 49, their angles at a straight line, so we can write M plus 49 is equal to 180, and that will give me M 180 minus 49 will be M is equal to 131 degrees. Okay, alright, angles Z and 132, also angles at a straight line LM, so Z plus 132 will be equal to 180, so that will be equal 180, okay, minus 132, and that will be equal to 48, as far as I understand. Okay, 48 degrees. So if you will add these two, all angles, 4 angles together, 49, 48, 132 and 138. Okay, let's see whether we're getting 360. 49 and 131 form 180, and 48 and 132 form 180, so altogether we are getting 360 degrees. So that is check. Okay, alright, let's do question C. Here we have the diagram. Okay. On this diagram we have several angles add up to 360 because they're angles at a point. What also we know that this angle is 90 degrees because of this sign, and so what else we know? That LM now and PQ are straight lines, and it means this angle is X as well. Okay, this is X. What else? Perhaps we can find angle X, because PQ is a straight line, so X 90 and 22 degrees add up to 180, so that will help. Alright, so let's start. X plus 90 degrees plus 22 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so 90 plus 22 is 112 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, so X will be 180, take away 112, so X will be 180 minus 110 will be 70, and 70 minus 2 will be 68. Okay, we have found what X is, and it's not a problem now to find P. We could use angles at a point and to add up all these angles together, but that wouldn't help us a lot, because try, maybe you can find, but as far as I see, it was much easier for me to find x first, and now I can find p, because I know that angle p and x, they form a straight line 180 degrees, and so therefore if x is 68 degrees, so I can find that p is 180 minus 68 degrees will be equal to, this is almost 70. If I take away 70 from 180, I will get 110 plus 2, so 112 degrees is my answer, right? And final question for 2 will be this angle D, this question D, sorry. Okay, so we have two angles, right angles here, 1990. Okay, we have LM and PQ are all together, they are straight lines, so therefore, okay, these two angles are vertically opposite, but angle F is vertically opposite to these three altogether, and so therefore we will be able to use it to find angle F, if this is angle F. Okay, maybe this is angle T actually, so we'll find angle T. But before that, we should be able to find this angle S, because you know what, angle line PQ is a straight line, and angles at a straight line add up to 180. So if I will add all these angles together, 90 plus 40 plus 30 plus S, I should get 180 degrees, right? Okay, if we'll add all this together, 90, 40 and 30, I'll get 90 plus 70 is 160 degrees plus S equals 180. So therefore S will be 180, take away 160 degrees, and the answer will be 20 degrees, right? S will be 20 degrees. So I know now S is 20 degrees. Will I be able to find angle T? Yes. Angle T is vertically opposite angle to the total of 20, 30 and 40 degrees angle. Angle, if you wish, Q O, if I will put O here, M, Q O M angle, okay? And this angle L O P, they are vertically opposite, therefore T will be equal to T will be equal to 20 plus 30 plus 40 degrees, which is 20, 30 is 50, 50 plus 40 is 90, so T is 90 degrees angle. Alright, and so we have found angles in questions 1 and 2. That is the end of part 1. Okay, thank you for listening.